Hello, it's Miss House, and I wanted to share the lesson from this past week with everybody in fourth grade. We talked about pentatonic. What is it? These shapes have the same prefix as pentatonic, and this word is penta. Penta means five. If we look at these shapes, the pentagon and the pentagram, pentagon has five sides, and the pentagram has 5 points. Uh, these words are similar to the word we're actually doing this week, which is pentatonic. So, what we're doing this week is going to be 5 tones. Penta means five, and tonic means tones. So, now what we're going to do is we're going to look at a definition according to Wikipedia what a pentatonic is. So, any scale using 5 notes is pentatonic. Penta is Greek for 5. However, the pentatonic scale, which is used in Western music, which is our music in the United States, uses notes which do not have any semitones. So, it means whole steps, no half steps. A pentatonic scale starting on C will use the notes C, D, E, G, and A. This is the first, second, third, fifth, and sixth notes of a major scale. So I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to show you guys what the C pentatonic will look like on our barred instruments. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be starting on C, since this is C pentatonic. C is the first pitch, D is second, E is third. Remember, in the definition it said that we're going to take away the fourth, and that's missing in this graphic for that reason, and that note would be F. So F is not in the C pentatonic scale. G is the fifth, A is the sixth, and then B would be the seventh, and that is also missing because we don't have fourths or sevenths in the pentatonic scale. For our song this week, we're going to actually be using the following pentatonic, and this is the F pentatonic. Since it's F instead of C, we are not going to start on C to count up and find where the fourth and the seventh are missing, because if you notice, if you started on C, it looks like the third is missing on this graphic. But that's not the correct place to start for the pentatonic in F. We have to start on the F bar. So F is the first, G is the second, A is the third, the fourth, which is missing, is B, C is the fifth, D is the sixth, and our seventh bar is also missing, and that is the letter E. So for the F pentatonic, we're going to be taking away our B and our E because they do not fit in the 5-tone scale for this pentatonic. Now, what we're going to be doing in class is we're going to be playing on the barred instruments on this setup of F pentatonic. I realize at home you don't have a barred instrument to do this, but what you can do is if you have a piano or a keyboard, you can play this along with us, but you need to know which notes are F, G, A, C, and D, because those are the only 5 that you're allowed to play on the song. And I'm going to upload a graphic of a keyboard with those notes labeled so you can see what they look like on your instrument. If you don't have a keyboard, you can play this on the recorder as long as you know what those notes look like in your fingers, the finger pattern for those notes, and I can also upload graphics for that for you guys to use at home. And if you don't have that as well, you can use just found objects in your house that make a sound. If you're playing a drum made out of a can or an empty jug that you've cleaned out, whatever was in it is gone, or if you want to use like 2 wooden spoons from the kitchen or pots and pans with a spoon, any of that would work, and you can play a rhythmic pattern with our song, okay? What we're going to be playing is the pentatonic scale, but we're going to be doing it in the style called improvisation. And what that means is we're going to be playing pretty much freestyle, whatever we would like, as long as we're playing with the notes of that F pentatonic scale. So I'm going to bring this graphic down, and I'm going to pull up the graphic of the song that we're actually singing this week. It's called Met to Pet. and I played it for you on a previous video using the barred instrument. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to sing it for you, and when I finish singing, I'm going to actually play on my barred instrument using the F pentatonic scale in a freestyle improvisational style, so you can see what this is going to sound like in person. All right, so here's the song, and you can sing with me if you want. It goes like this. 1, 2, ready, sing. An elephant I called, giraffes I only met. A lion makes me run away, a zebra I'd like to pet. Now I'm going to play 16 beats of improvisation. And that was my made up sounds for 16 beats, which is really fun to do because it's just kind of free and you can play whatever you want. This is what we did in class. What we're going to be doing next with this song is we're going to be adding a substitution game, which is adding movements that represent each part of the song. You notice on the graphic they're different colors. That's because there's a different movement for each different color of each line of the song. And I'll be showing that to you in a video, and then you can practice exactly what we practiced in the classroom. With the substitution game, what we're going to be doing is when we put a movement in place of those words, we're going to not sing that part. So we're now adding a silent section, which makes it a little tricky because every time we start singing, we have to take away some words. You have to remember where we are in the song and what we're removing. I hope you guys have a great week and be looking forward to the video with the substitution game for the song. Bye.